Hello, I'm Mary V. Today, let's talk about controlling the weight and the speed of the bow so that we can get some glorious colour into our playing. So because the bow is heavier at the heel and much lighter at the point, we've got to learn to manipulate the weight of the bow so that we don't get crunches in at the heel like this. So we learn to slightly lift the bow or carry the weight of the bow to equalize the sound, and we just use our arm to do that really, without lifting the hair from the string. So it becomes second nature to accommodate the weight of the bow at the heel. So that ability to slightly carry the weight is something that can be transferred to any part of the bow. So there's many times in music when we need to perform that equalizing action with our bow arm in order to make the notes more equal, right? For example, there's if we play a down bow with 2 notes in it, and then there's an up bow with 1 note in it, we have to equalize and make the up bow equal, like this. So what I'm doing with the up bow is I'm carrying the weight a little bit. And if I don't do that, it sounds like this. We've got to learn to listen to whether the notes are equal or not. For example, at the start of the Thais meditation, the notes are not equal in length. So we've got to sort of adjust what we do with the up bow like this. This up bow. Now, if I don't equalize things, if I don't make that little adjustment, then the up bow is much louder than the down bow, like this. So a very effective way to practice getting that touch, that feel, and that action with your forearm is to practice scales like this. So in that case, all my up bows are slightly lightened, right? So that the 2 parts, the down bow and the up bow, they sound very, very smooth and very, very equal in dynamics. So we need to practice lightening the down bow as well. So we start on and up. So it is a different technique when you're doing it in the middle of the bow or the upper half, because when you come to the heel, you're sort of suspending, your arm is over the top, and it's quite easy to actually feel that you're suspending the bow like that. But when the arm is further down like this, then it depends on the weight that we're putting on the bow. So we've got to actually literally lighten the amount of muscle power we're putting into the stroke. So without it, I'll just play without. So you can see how much it's needed to practice equalizing the strokes. So beyond just equalizing the dynamics, this really introduces the idea of putting different colors into your bowing, because you're manipulating the speed and the weight, and that's what bowing is actually all about. So you can learn to do bows that are very joined up, or bows that fade away and then restart with a louder dynamic, like this. So you could hear at the end of every second note, it was trailing off. And you need to learn to be able to do that on down bows and up bows. And then see if you can do very joined up bowing. So another technique is to do crescendos. So you can see the possibilities just within one note. For example, the beginning of the Spring Sonata by Beethoven. Now, if I play that note without any fingering, it's a fading note. So you can see the development of this ability to lighten, to make smooth, to fade away, or to grow, is the beginning of tremendous colour in all your playing. So another advanced technique is to learn how to save bow. We've got to learn how to save bow because so many pieces demand it, and it gives us much better control in our bowing. So challenge yourself to play an A major scale in one bow up and down, 2 octaves, and then continue with the up bow. So that last exercise especially is so good for your touch and your control, because you have to control what happens both at the heel and at the tip. And trying to make those two things equal takes a bit of practice, but once you get the ability to do that, you actually have a lot of freedom in your bow. You can put a lot of colour in, and that's what we're all looking for: beautiful colour, sound, and control of our bow. So I hope you found this video helpful, and I'll leave it there. Bye.